All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is March 29, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Yo, yo, yo. We're back at it again. It has been a lovely week as always. And it's been one for the books, I'm sure to say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has been a week, definitely. So, well, it has less than a week. Like we talked on Tuesday, so it's been less than a week since we talked, but it's been definitely a full-on week since last week for sure. But yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about, especially because there's actually some celebration to go through, you know. But aside from that, we do have some news. We're here once again to talk about Pokemon GO news, updates, and ranting about the game, because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Chris, how about you let us know what this episode is about?
This episode, is it?
Yeah, it's that little section. I'd say it all the time. You can do it this time.
This part? Okay. This episode of the Purified podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community of supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. It's very nice in there. I've definitely seen it bustling.
Yeah, no, the network is actually a pretty nice place to meet. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. If you would like to become the second producer of the show, it will help us a ton to make sure that we can get you all the greatest stuff out there from the podcast. So, but yeah, so there is. There hasn't been an event this week. I mean, technically, there was something to do this Saturday, but then through the entirety of the week since last week, we've been on vanilla spawns, nothing going on. You know, we didn't have to grind a Go Pass, we didn't have to go a ticket. Just enjoy the week. And then, of course, we had Saturday, which it was Gigantamax Pikachu Max Battle Day. And I kind of questioned, did you do any?
For Dynamax Pika Pika?
Gigantamax Pika Pika.
Gigantamax Pika Pika? Oh, yeah. Your boy leveled up.
Oh!
Thanks to that. Yeah.
Wait, actually, it counts for that?
Yeah.
I thought it counted only the max battles. I didn't think of Gigantamax then.
Nah, it counted Gigantamax. That's why I was so annoyed that I didn't level up to 76. I didn't level up to 76 until after Darkest Day.
Okay.
So if I was leveled up before Darkest Day...
Yeah, you would have been able to get to that level quicker for sure if we just did Gigantamax or, I'm sorry, like Eternatus or something, you know?
Yeah, because I got a lot of particles for that, but yeah, Pikachu was fun. Pretty easy Gigantamax to take down. I don't know how many more are going to be as easy as Pikachu because, you know, it only having like electric type attacks, you know?
We're missing Eevee for some reason, but I think those, because Eevee, Meowth, and Pikachu were the only three Gigantamaxes that we got that were, you know, their base forms, you know, stage 1, stage 2, or whatever. But then everything else is usually a stage 2 Pokemon in the category of Gigantamax. Or more. Waiting for that Riolu on Gigantamax Day, but you know. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, Pikachu, we actually had a decent sized group during that day, but not to the point where we're like, oh, we're gonna go this full 3 hours. So it was just like, I think maybe an hour and a half we went through, and then that's pretty much it. I didn't
even go out. I just remoted.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
yeah.
I had another mission that day, a very big mission. As you guys probably know from the last podcast, there was a time where, I had to look through many raids and many excellent throws and many Go Battle Leagues, but you both did it. I have reached the max level of level 80. Applause, everybody, applause. Fanfare, woohoo, woohoo. But yeah, it's been a grind. It's okay. So I was actually talking about this with my friend Amanda, and it's like we only got level 80 in October as last year. So it's been October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. It took me 6 months to get to level 80. Which it doesn't seem like it was that grind, like that much of a grind, if you think about it. At least when it comes down to just doing the tasks to get to that. I mean, definitely there's some time gates and everything, like level 71 or 2, I think.
I was going to say, like the time gate was the most active.
Yeah, which, that's where you're like, okay, focus on just making sure you do the route and whatever the case may be. But let me just go over the whole week before, and then we'll get into our hauls and everything, because I know we got some stuff. So the week began on Saturday last week for me, when I became level 79. And I was like, okay, what do I have to do to get to level 80 as soon as I can? Honestly, I could have probably finished it in less than a week if I focused a little bit more on the raids. We had technically 4 tasks in the level 80. The first task was, obtain 50 platinum medals, which was already completed as soon as I became level 79. The second one was win 80 battles in Go Battle League. The third one was make 999 excellent throws. And then the last one will be to make 80 or win 80 raids. So again, the platinum medals done. Excellent throws. Overall, I finished it on the same day that I became level 80. I could have done it probably if I focused a little bit more throughout the days and every the weeks. I could have done it a little early, but honestly, I was hitting excellence like it was my job. And surprisingly, even though it was bug week during the time that I became level 79, I was doing excellent throws on like the smallest Pokemon. So I was like, what am I doing? It's like, have I practiced this before? It's like, if I take the extra second, it was kind of nice. So I just make sure that was done. The Go Battle League. So I made my due diligence to make sure that I did all my battles every single day since I became level 79. So I did 25 battles per day. Luckily, I did have Master League in my side from the beginning of that week until the next week, or I guess this week. And then, of course, we still had Master League through this entire week. So I was like, perfect. Let me go ahead and cook up a Master League battles, which I'll share with you guys what my strategy was with that. And, that was pretty much it. Now, I thought that Go Battle League was going to hold me more. Just because, I've been out of practice with the whole thing. But surprisingly, I was doing pretty well. I was doing my own switches and everything. The one thing that was holding me over was the raids. Surprisingly, because I am a raider, I literally go look for raids every Wednesday. I participate through most of the raid days in general, things like that. And I was like, I didn't think that I was going to have so much trouble with this. Saturday came around. I finished the Go Battle League on Thursday. I finished the excellent throws on the same Saturday, which was yesterday, I guess. In the morning, because I had some things to do in the morning, but I was still missing about 45 raids before I actually got to that point. So, we did have Gigantamax Pikachu Max Day. Now, of course, the Gigantamax battles weren't counting for the raids because it was actually supposed to be regular raids, but there was a little hint of extra remotes that same day. So because of that, I was able to do up to 20 remotes by myself. It's like I just go to Pokegenie and then I was just looking for raids. I did as many Regielekis as I could, and then of course I remoted in a couple of like 1-star and 3-stars because I could. By the time I was like, so I didn't do all 20. I did 19 of them because I was like, okay, if I can make the last few before the end of the night, or the day, I guess. I'll need to use that final remote if I get to that point. I was like really worried that I wasn't able to. However, I met up with our friend Amanda, and she agreed to join me to do the final 20 plus raids that I needed. And we went ham after of course going to the Pikachus and everything. I just looked through the entirety of the city and I was like, okay, what raid can we hit? We duo Regieleki like, I don't know, like 15 times or something. And then of course we did a few other like on-site like 1-stars like Rockruff or anything that would just make it easy to just go through the battles or through the raids. And that was it. That's pretty much it. So I became level 80 that night, or like somewhat of the night of March 28th. So that was actually pretty nice. Everybody was happy for me. You know, I was like, yeah, I can finally retire. I can finally retire after 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun. The grind was fun. Real quick, I'll show you the team that I was using in Go Battle League. Which I should probably just finish the set, so that way it is. So I started with a team of Groudon, max, of course, you know, level 50, Zacian, and Palkia. Origin 4 Palkia. It's not like the greatest team, I was saying, in Master League. I definitely had come up with a few hard counters, like maybe Gyarados could just counter me really hard because he can just hit both really good attacks into my Palkia, and then Groudon, of course, just gets demolished by quick moves or quick charge attacks. But overall, I did in total of 138 raids. 138 battles, and then I won, of course, 80 of them. So that's what, maybe a 40-something. Let me see. What's the percentage? What's the percentage of 138 or 138 battles to 80 wins? And if we do the math, surprisingly, I'm above 50%. My win rate is approximately about 58%. That's not bad.
Above 50 is really good.
Yeah, honestly. That is not bad if you make count that that's how many battles I did in total. Definitely could have been a little bit better, but you know, it's like I was going against the best of the best in the Master League up to a certain point. So, and that carried me to the entirety of it, which I'm happy about in the end of the day. So, and that's it. What do I do now is the big question. I basically I hit the max level every single time it has come out. Like I hit level 40 on March, I believe March 7th of 2018. I reached level 50 in May of 2022, I believe. And then of course now I hit level 80 on March of 2026. So it was fun. I really don't know what to do next. I'll continue playing the game as I've always done once you reach the max level, but it's fun. I have the full outfit now. What do you think of this, Chris? I know that you're getting closer and inching closer to that because now you're in the one grind there.
I think this was your favorite level, the 400 kilometers.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, I'm confident going into it, but I already know it's gonna take like a few weeks, right?
Yeah, it took me a few weeks to get there because most of the time I was like doing between 50 and 70, up to 70 kilometers per week. Mm-hmm. Which again, that's because I was going at it. Like I was going for walks every day, everything. I wanted to make sure that, you know, I could do what I could. I know that I think there was 1 week that I was able to get up to 98 kilometers.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, I'm going to try to hit at minimum 8 per day, like 8 kilometers, but I'll see if that, you know, there might be some that are higher, but I'm going to try to keep a minimum of 8, I think.
That was actually surprisingly what I was doing most of the time. I think I was just a little bit more because I was going for like a good 2 to 3 mile walks every day. But that's, of course, aside from my own work which of course it was just me being at work 8 hours a day, gym and all whatever. But you are mostly more mobile in your workplace, right?
I was gonna say I'm very lucky to have a job that makes me walk very far.
Yeah. So you'll get a couple of extra kilometers here and there. I would suggest, just for pointers, if you are going for like a nature walk with your family, you can do that. just to make sure that you can keep going. That's just my suggestion. But again, as I mentioned to a lot of my friends, it's not really about getting to the final levels or anything like that. It's about the journey to get there. And sometimes the journey is just maybe as slow as, a couple here and there at the end of the day. So we'll leave it at that. But thank you for the great grind of once again hitting the max level of the game. Any final thoughts?
On leveling up.
Yep.
I'm excited to be past that level. I'll tell you that. I felt very silly being stuck on that level.
Well,
again, but
you can take what you can.
Yeah.
So let's get into some halts. What did you get, Chris?
It's been a decent week. Not insane, but people at my work, a lot more people have started playing Pokemon GO.
Nice.
So we have a little bit of a squad if we need to do anything, but the job comes first, obviously.
Of course.
I think it was just 3 Pokemon this week, 3 shinies, 2 Gigantamax Pikachus.
Nice.
And today, that Regieleki you didn't want to join.
Oh God.
I got the shiny Regieleki.
Nice. Is that your first one?
It's my first one.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
I think I still need Regidrago.
Okay, well, I mean, we got next week coming up, or this week coming up.
Yeah, I think I'll try for that. Other than that, not really any crazy Pokemon. Some 96s and stuff, but nothing to write home about.
Well, at least you got some shiny Pikachus because I didn't get any.
Yeah, a Buster's begging for one of them, and then I want to mirror trade the other one. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Well, I'm not I'm sure it'll come back and people are going to go about it, so it's not a problem really there.
It's so easy too.
Yeah, in the end of the day, if I go through what I did for Pikachus, because I saved every single one. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Pikachus in total that I did that day. With some remotes here and there, of course, but overall it wasn't really bad. The best one was a 98.
Ooh.
So that's probably going to be the one that I'll power up whenever I get the chance to do it. If I want to. P. You make sure you guys listen to the animation, to the sound of it, because it is there. But let's see, what did I get this week? I definitely did get quite a bit of shiny Regielekis.
Ooh.
I did get 6 shiny Regielekis.
Oh my gosh.
And that's because I was doing actually my remotes and everything for on that specific day. So I even got a back-to-back during that one time. I was like, okay, I'll take it. No Hundos, unfortunately.
Crazy.
And then I did get 2 more shinies. This was actually from my daily adventure instance that I was doing during the time of my level up. I did get a shiny Fido, which is my second one now, so I got the family. And Eboneri, because yes, why not, and that's pretty much it on that shiny haul. As for Hundos, I don't believe I got any Hundos from the last time we talked. I guess, yeah, I did. I got a Hundo Manelite sitting at dinner on a Wednesday after raid hour. So,
nice, baby.
I think this is like my second one, I believe. I can't remember. Nope, I know that's like my 4th one. I got 2 Vanillites, Vanillux, whatever the case his name is. But yeah, it's one of those. I wish I would have given it a better reward for getting level 80. The few things that I did get was, of course, more storage for both Pokemon and item storage, 100 each. I did got quite a bit of premium items. I'll have a lot of lucky eggs, incense, and super incubators, which I'll definitely be using. I did get my jacket. That's cool. And then of some other random stuff like, max potions and ultra balls and all that. So the rewards could have been a little bit better. I kind of like that when at level 50 you actually get like the research for Mewtwo. It would have been nice if we actually got to that point, but it is what it is. In the end of the day, you can be picky when it comes to these things. So that's pretty much it on that. And I guess I should probably go over one last thing before we continue on to the news. But I wanted to show you my stats for level 80 at this point. My total stats after 10 years. This is the big ones that you see at the beginning. Of course, I started in the very first day of the game. Distance walks, I walk over 21,000 kilometers since the game came out. At least the ones that has been recorded since. I have caught over 442 million Pokemon. 442,000. Sorry, I was like 442 million Pokemon. That would have been insane. I visited over 251,000 Pokestops and counting. And I have a total experience of 502,610,590. All complete, all legitimate experience since then. I was thinking that we needed that much when we hit level 80 the first time around, but it is one of those things. I'll share a few more final stats. I do have my evolution stats of 8,000. My hatching eggs. I have over 31,000 eggs hatched in total for 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Not a single Shundo from those yet.
You'll get there.
One day. Backpacker, again, I think that's all the Pokestops I visited, 251. Sightseer, so unique Pokestops over 7,000, which is not really a lot because they're mostly just around town. I do have the Pikachu fan, over 5,000 Pikachu's caught. And then, of course, it goes over the medals and everything. The raids. Regular raids, I guess, the simple 1 to 4 star raids. We have over 3,000 of them. Legendary raids, we have over 8,000 over 10 years. Technically 9. Team leader, defenders, over 48,000 hours. Then we had research. I have done over 26,000 field research tasks. I have over 283 best friends in the game and counting. I've traded over 5,000 Pokemon in total. I do have my Great League veteran medal and platinum over 5,000. Not more than that because I don't do a lot of Great League anymore. Cameraman over 1,361 Snapchat encounters. I have defeated over 7,766 Rocket grunts. I have done over 626 7-day streaks from Pokestops and gyms, or Pokestops and Pokemons. I have completed over 368 unique species of Pokemon and raids. I have raided with friends over 8,000 times, which is a crazy number. I have use a lure module to help any trainers catch Pokemon over 45,000 Pokemon caught for other trainers. I have evolved over 2,462 Mega Evolved Pokemon in total. Of course, I have finished up all the Megas. I have done a Raid Expert Medal. This is make a Raid Battle Trainer achievements over 5,000 times. Well, I have completed over 6,000 times. So that's a lot of raids, brother. The collector for XX Small, over 1,200 XX Small Pokemons, and then over 1,600 XX Large Pokemons. I have completed over 1,300 party challenges. I didn't think I had that many, but I guess so. Since I guess I always do party challenges with friends. I have won 154 showcases. I still need the medals for the rest there, but that's pretty much it on that. We do have, of course, the Legacy 50 medal, the Legacy 40 medal, and then once we have maybe level up again, we'll get the level 80 Legacy medal.
Legacy 80 medal.
It's like some people are saying, oh, level 100 coming. It's like, I don't think they're going to give us level 100 until at least another 4 years from now.
Another 4 years?
Maybe.
No, maybe actually. Yeah.
Because I feel like they need to really let people just like grind these levels, you know? It's like, it's really comparing between level 50 and level 80 when they both came out. Level 50 definitely was a lot harder to get to.
It definitely felt like 50 took a lot longer to get to. Was XP like part of the issue for us though?
At the time, yes. Because I remember that we got to the first 4 levels of level 50, from 40 to 50, within maybe a week or 2 after the update was out. And that's after doing every single one of the tasks that it allows us to, of course. But you and I were neck and neck for a little bit, and then that's when, you know, we went a little ham on the XP, and that's when we got capped, because we were like, oh, we need more experience now. And that was pretty much, aside from, of course, the task, but once you reach that level, you can just keep on going with the experience until you get to the next task and everything. So it wasn't that bad, but I felt like it took a little bit longer to get there because, again, level 50 came out, and I didn't become level 50 until like May of like the following year or something like that, because I didn't have the experience at the time. I think that's what happened, but I can't remember anymore. I'll have to do some research in the end of the day, but I do think level 50 was just a little bit harder because the way of gaining levels was not reworked that time around. It only got reworked when level 80 came out, because a lot of people were saying it's like, oh, we're gonna need a lot of experience for level 80. We were almost everybody there already, so but yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Let's get into the news. Chris, how about you let us know our first research topics of today?
Oh, yeah. Hop into spring with an excellent adventure in Europe. I don't know if we can head over there, but we'll see what we can do. An excellent adventure starts Thursday, April 2nd at 10 a.m. to Monday, April 6th at 8 p.m. local time. The event will take place in all European countries where Pokemon Go is available. I like that they specify that. Event bonuses. Chansey caught in the wild will have a chance of holding a lucky egg, holy cow, and increased chance to encounter Shiny Execute, Shiny Chansey, and Shiny Bunnelby.
I'm sorry, did I hear you say holy cow?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
What? I'm just gonna leave that at the podcast, okay? It's like I'm not editing that out, okay? It's like
it's crazy getting a free lucky egg. That's pretty easy. I don't know. I know in the main series it's like 5% chance or something like that.
I believe so, yeah.
Or is that just for like the lucky punch thing?
I think it was the lucky egg or something at the time.
Maybe.
But only so many that you can get in the main series, I think.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a pretty goated item. Wild encounters. Trainers may encounter event-themed Pokemon in the wild, including Execute, Chansey, and Bunnelby, and more. Well, I'd hope so. And then timed research. An excellent adventure will have an exclusive timed research available for the event, and it will complete it'll have tasks that you can complete to earn a lucky egg, XP, and encounters with Execute. It will expire, so claim it before Monday, April 6th at 8 p.m. local time, ASAP. There will be stickers, and they do not show what they look like. So, have fun getting them stickers, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it does seem like a fun event for Easter. Too bad that even though it's only in Europe, it's not here. We are celebrating Easter in the next week, so
it really glared that it starts April 2nd. So I'm like, ooh, what are they doing for April 1st this year?
I know, right? Well, that I don't think the Go Pass doesn't end until like 8 days from now. So that's, I think that the monthly thing doesn't happen until like a little bit later. So I don't know. I can't be for sure right now, but yeah, by the time April comes around, we'll have to go pass and everything, and then you'll see monthly stuff and everything. So aside from that, I mean, this event actually looks pretty cool. I would say that anybody in Europe should take advantage of actually getting those extra lucky eggs. One, because it's a free premium item for just catching the Pokemon. So just like Chris said, the ability to actually get it may be a little bit low because they don't want everybody to just have crazy amount of lucky eggs in their inventories. But hey, I've been pleasantly surprised sometimes. So if you can get it, do it. Just catch as many chances as you can until you receive as many lucky eggs as you can. So, and then a quote from Niantic: "Why haven't you actually let us do this here?" Oh man,
Europe spending money or something, man.
I guess so. It's like, geez. All right, I guess we're not done talking about eggs because we do have a replay hatch day. Hello. Ooh. Riolu hatch day comes back. I know, right? That's crazy. This is a replay event happening on Saturday, April 18th from 11 to 5 p.m. So it's actually a longer hours event. So a lot of people can take advantage of this if you don't have the 2 to 3 window or the 2 to 5 window and all that stuff. So featured Pokemon, of course, being Riolu, it will hatch much more frequently from a 2-kilometer egg. So you'll also have an increased chance of hatching Shiny Riolu. Bonuses: 2 times candy from hatching eggs, 2 times experience from hatching eggs, half hatch distance from hatching eggs, increased chance of encountering Shiny Riolu, and increased chance of receiving 2-kilometer eggs from spinning Pokestops. This bonus will not stack with bonuses from the Go events or Go passes, so just make sure if you do have something else going on, it's not going to get stacked through that. A time research will be exclusively awarding an incubator in 5,000 experience and available at no additional cost. But of course, it does expire by 5 p.m. that day, so make sure you finish it. You do have the pay time research. So for $1.99, you can actually get greater bonuses as 1 for hatch distance. Best stack up on those incubators, Chris. And then, of course, it also gives you 2 star pieces, 2 super incubators, and more. There is, of course, the Ultra Ticket box in the web store for $1.99 for an extra lucky egg at no additional cost.
Wish there was another incubator.
I know, right? That would have been fun. That would be more fun. But this is a replay day. And I think this is how we're going to be seeing a lot this season. I think... Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I thought it was funny because we had Riolu already, right?
Yeah. This is the second time we actually get the ability to have this type of event, which is nice. I remember hatching quite a bit of them during that specific 3-hour window. Mm-hmm. And I got quite a bit of shinies. I did even get a extra large, XX large shiny Riolu one time. Or at least in the X. But this is a really good event. Even if it's just a replay. I mean, I know that I've been kind of batching in a little bit of the replay events. But this one is actually pretty prevalent to actually play. Mostly because, of course, Riolu has now... I'm sorry, not Riolu. Lucario has over 2 megas now. And
you said you haven't hatched a Shundo yet. So...
Do I really want to hatch?
May be in your favor.
Well, I mean... It is a longer event this time around. It's not a 2 to 5. It's an 11 to 5. So it's... quite a bit of hours. It's actually 5 hours? It's like 12. 1, 2, 3.
2 to 7?
5.
11 to 5. Yeah, 6 hours?
6 hours. 6 hours of hatching eggs. Am I really going to hatch that many eggs in 6 hours? I mean...
what day is it on?
Saturday, April 18, yeah.
I'll be working for a bit of it, but I'll hatch a few eggs. I mean, last time it was like 95% of the eggs were Riolu.
No, not just 95.
I think I might have hatched like one that wasn't.
Probably from if you spin or get an egg right before the event started or something like that. So I mean, a couple of tips. Make sure you hatch all of your eggs and don't spin anything before 11. So, which is probably the best tip that I can give you. But of course, you're already getting half distance on 2 kilometer eggs, so it's just 1 kilometer to hatch them. However, if you buy the ticket, 1/4, you're basically hatching those eggs in like seconds. It's like the moment you get them, the more you're gonna need to restock right away for some reason. I don't know if I'm really going to go through the entire 6 hours, but if this is the chance to finally get my Shando, I think I'll take it. I'll make plans. Definitely make a lot of plans to hatch eggs. That will be insane, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I would also not suggest using super incubators on this, even though it is faster. But there's actually 2 things you should know. First of all, the ticket already gives you 1/4, so hatching those eggs will be less than probably 0.6 or something, 0.8 or something. However, if you do a community day meetup and actually get the rewards from that, you will be getting just a 0.2 kilometers more. So you'll be hatching those eggs in like 0.6 at this point. You really want to take advantage of that many times. So make sure you get your lucky eggs going, because it's going to be a lot of experience on that front. But that's pretty much it. That's really going to say about it. I'm happy that it's something that a lot of people are actually going to be really, really wanting to Riolu at this point, especially the shiny one. Me getting Chris a Hundo Riolu once we were doing our trades one time, remember? But I did get my Hundos afterwards. I did get a Hundo Riolu. 1 point. Maybe a Lucario. I can't remember anymore. But yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. All right, last thing on the list. This is just mostly miscellaneous news, but that's because for some reason it wasn't a blog post about this, but there is, of course, some information about the Gold Pass this time around. For April, it will allow you to have the feature Entei encounter and another lucky trinket. As you guys know, lucky trinkets, lucky trades, they're like the best thing you can actually do and get, and that's awesome in the end of the day. I'm actually surprised there wasn't a blog post about this. I'm pretty sure we'll probably get it within the day or so. Oh yeah, no, that's the right. That's the March one, almost 31 days earlier. But Sarah tweeted it out, and I was like, okay, well, I'll get the blog post later, but I guess I didn't find one in the official sites from Pokemon Go. Entei is cool. I mean, you can get a shiny if you wanted to. Lucky Trinket is also great. I'm sure there'll be almost the same tiers that we have now, so just make sure you get that pass if you can. If not, just free to play is always nice too. The only thing that I really wish they can do with this like legendary encounters is like, can you at least make it a more worthy to get there? Like, it was nice when we had the backgrounds, because at least it was exclusive to get there. But now it's just like, you just get the encounter. They don't care about the background anymore. They don't care about that part in that sense. Why would that be? Do you have any thoughts about that, Chris?
I blanked out at the end there. What was that?
Well, we have, legendary encounters in the Gold Pass once you reach a certain level 100 or whatever. Why haven't they make it more exclusive to actually getting like a background or something for the season again?
I really like the backgrounds.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah.
So, I think that that's definitely a good thing to have, once per season.
Mm-hmm.
I think it brings some rarity to any shinies with those backgrounds, any legendaries with those backgrounds. So it's just something fun to hunt for. Do I think it's something needed by any means? No. It's kind of like those costume Pokemon we got for each of the team members.
Yeah.
They're definitely not needed, but they're very rare. So I think rarity definitely is exciting to people for sure.
Yeah, that's what I think so too. I know that in general, there's of course many other people that said it's like, oh, this is not worth it, or maybe it's like, why do we need that special just background for that? I'm never gonna make the end of the pass or something. It's like, I have proven that you can actually just do the entirety of the Go Pass without even buying like that extra the deluxe or anything. And by the end of the month, you can just pretty much finish it at that point, even the whole thing, if anything. But yeah, the exclusivity of the legendaries there is like it's cool. At least they're giving us a little bit of extra chances outside of a raid days or something like that. But I don't know. I just feel like they give it a little more like facade. You know, it's like some like, oh my goodness, I got this or something like that. I can't say it will be guaranteed shinies because I know they're never gonna want to give us guaranteed shinies unless it's like specifically to those things. But at least something to really memorize that you actually completed that pass for a reason. You know, it's like at least give us that much. That's just my opinion, at least. All right. What was the last thing? I actually was thinking of something. I was actually looking through Twitter just when you were talking real quick, Chris. And then there has been a lot of talk about something happening on April 1st.
Interesting.
A lot of people are saying that they were going to have like a crazy new release. What do you think that release will be, though?
In Pokemon Go?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's funny?
Do we have to be funny? Oh,
Not necessarily. Like a trickster Pokemon or something.
Well, there is
Grafai, maybe, I guess.
Also, you do have to note that we're going into that shockingly good event with all the electric types. And the very first Pokemon that actually appears there is Pikachu on April 1st. You're like, what?
Oh, are you thinking about Mega?
No, I don't think they're gonna release a Mega that day or something. That's actually like for April 1st is on a Wednesday, so we'll have Reggie Drago during the raids and everything. No, I'm thinking more of like a Disguise Pikachu.
Disguise Pikachu?
What's the only Pokemon that disguises a Pikachu?
Oh, Mimikyu, really?
Mm-hmm. People are saying that.
Interesting.
People are saying it. I mean, by the time you guys hear this podcast, we're not gonna actually, be able to really tell you about it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting if that's happen. It's like a lot of people are saying it's possible. If so, that day it's gonna become a grind day because I want to get as many Mimikyus as possible, or maybe get a Hondo. You never know. But that will be a cool April Fool's. If that's the case, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so real quick, let's go over what we are going to have in Pokemon Go this week. Let me see. Is there's anything that shows here? Well, they haven't really released anything like that yet. Well, as I mentioned before, we'll have the shockingly good time event happening on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Starts on that day specifically. We have raid hour for Reggie Drago, and with of course a new Mega in the rotation. Mega Electric will be there. We do have our respective spotlight hours for each one of those days. Mareep on Tuesday, Pikachu on the 1st on Wednesday. Magnemite on Thursday. We do have Chinchou on Friday. Palmy on Saturday, and then Dedenne on Sunday. Max Battle for Monday will be Woobat, which again, it's something that I don't really care anymore. A new Go Battle League rotation will be around. We do have Fashion Raid Day on Saturday, which I know we can kind of be batching on that whole thing. If people want to go out, I'll go out. I don't know if I'll do so many raids in general, but, just because I don't really need to. I'll do some Dragonites if I see them. And then that's pretty much it on what's happening next week. Any thoughts on next week, Chris?
I'll be there.
Yeah, no, I got you. All right, let's go into our main series Teehee. Hello. We do have a brand new set in TCG Pocket. And have you pulled anything cool?
No, not really. I pulled like two. people used to call them baby shinies in the main series. Like,
I mean, I think that they still call it baby shinies, brother.
they still do. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I pulled from the set, but nothing like crazy.
Hmm.
I've seen everyone and their mom pull that Mega Charizard full art though.
Yeah. Full art or the shiny full arts, yeah.
The shiny full art, yeah.
Yeah. That looks pretty cool. So I completed the set day one because I could. At least so the main set, the whole diamond set and everything. So the 69 out of 69, nice by the way. But of course I did get some interesting 2 starts. I was able to pull both trainers of the set, full arts, so it's kind of nice. I do have a Mega Slowbro full art, and I do have the Rainbow Mega Electric EX.
Oh,
Which is nice. I did get 3 full art shinies and 3 baby shinies. I have a Slowbro, Pikachu, and Fracture. And then of course the full art shinies, Mega Charizard X EX, Mega Gengar EX, and the Mega Scissor EX, which is also pretty nice. Now, do you know how many immersives are in this set?
is there 1 or 2?
There's technically 1, but in 2 versions.
Really?
Yeah, so technically there's 2. There is, of course, the immersive Mew, and then there is the shiny immersive Mew.
I did not know that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Guess which one I pull?
The shiny.
Yeah. I am missing the other one though, so I there's still a hunt for that. So I'll be opening packs for the full series future. However, I'm kind of happy that I at least got the first one.
That is cool that they split it though.
Yeah, so you can. I think so. I don't remember if I actually got it on like the 6th car of the pack or something. I just remember pulling it. I was like, oh, okay, cool, a shiny immersive Mew, and I thought that was the only immersive because this is the shiny set. But then a friend of mine told me, it's like, oh no, you can get a regular one too. It's like, excuse me, there's 2 immersives in the set, and I just need to pull the regular one now. It's like, come on, yo. So I'm kind of happy that I did actually get the shiny one in that sense. So we'll take all the wins. I have started seeing my 24-hour Wonder Picks as of the first day, so that's actually amazing. Which I didn't get my full art this time, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The new Emblem Event has started today, so you can get, you know, your 9 wins and you get an emblem. I would suggest always doing those kind of things because you do get free hourglasses after the 9 wins, so it's always kind of nice. The ranked seasons is over too, but the season probably won't start until like later in the month anyways. I do have already 344 hourglasses waiting for the next set. I gotta save up where I can, you know.
Crazy.
But that's pretty much it. Just be wonders on Igglybuff in this season because the new Darkrai really helps out a lot. Yeah, you'll be surprised when you see that. Any final thoughts on the shiny set?
I really like it. It's definitely a lot better than the last set.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm a sucker for anything that's what's it called?
Mega.
Shiny.
Oh, that too.
And Mega. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega's good too.
Yeah, actually, there is one more thing that people have noticed is that you can get a God Pack shiny. It's a full-on. There's only 5 new shiny full arts in this set, like, you know, the Charizard and the Gengar and all those. Because you can get a God Pack in that rarity, you can get all 5 of those shiny full arts in a God Pack.
I wish.
And you never know. Just keep opening packs. You know, it's like you just never know at this point. Because you can get a God Pack even from free packs and everything. But, you know. But yeah, I would say that that's everything we got. One final things by the time you actually listen to this podcast, there's one game that's going to come out in the main series. It's Pokemon Champions, which I believe comes out on the 8th. And that is by next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So, you know, keep an eye on that. I'm kind of excited. Maybe there's something, but I barely touch any of the other games right now that I want to play, and I just gotta get into it. Anything else, Chris?
Not that I can think of. Definitely looking forward to whatever happens on April Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm. Definitely looking forward to that too. So we will see. All right. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We do really appreciate it. If you want to listen to any of the episodes, we do have our podcast services fees, which is of course Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, one of the two. Pickaxe and all those places. If you want to leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. We also want to recognize some of our Patreons out there. So Gym Leader supporters, Matty G, Esper Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brandy, PJT, RJT, Fisher JCE, and James. Of course, our executive producers of the network, Monkey Bread, Sander, Kate the Constant Schmidt, our Elite 4 supporter, Asar Rene, and then, of course, our Giovanni supporter, Boris. Yeah. Of course, don't forget to check us out on any of our social media, Pure Lighter Go, Pokemon Trigger Please, Purified Podcasts, all those places. You can email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. Of course, all of the information is in the description, so make sure you check that out. And then, of course, don't forget to join the network through Patreon for as little as $1 a month. So we appreciate it very much if you want to see us there. All right, Chris, I think we can call it a night tonight.
Think so?
Maybe. I'm just happy that I can retire now. So.
Oh my gosh. It's been a lovely, lovely time with you people. Obviously, the grind for Pure Lighter has hit the end of the levels for now.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, he's still going to be grinding them shinies, them hundos, and we'll be pushing. So yeah, we'll catch you guys next week with even more Pokemon Go news. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. And we'll see you guys next week with even more goodies. So see you then. Peace.
I mean, if you don't hear us before then, happy Easter. Keep purifying them, everybody. And we'll see you guys in the next one.